Throughout our nation's history, millions of men and women have earned the title United States Marine. In keeping with the slogan, once a Marine, always a Marine, we would like to recognize them. We ask that those men and women in the audience who have served in the United States Marine Corps please rise. Please join us in showing our appreciation for the dedicated service to Corps and country. Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the commanding officer of the 1st Recruit Training Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Morgan.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Lieutenant Colonel Dave Morgan. I do have the good fortune of being the commanding officer of the 1st Recruit Training Battalion. On behalf of our commanding general, Brigadier General Reynolds, I'd like to welcome you to today's graduation ceremony for Company B. I'd also like to extend a very warm welcome to today's parade reviewing officer, Mr. William Bryant, recipient of the Purple Heart Award for wounds received in action on the island of Iwo Jima. Welcome, sir. You simply honor us with your presence this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks the culmination of a journey. And it's a journey that began about 12 weeks ago when these young men came and they first stood on those famous yellow footprints. And ever since then, they've earnestly dedicated themselves to complete our nation's longest and most challenging entry-level training program. And today, I can assure you that those 322 young men standing behind me, they've earned the title, United States Marine. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know we have many family members and friends with us this morning that have traveled great distances to watch their loved one graduate a proud United States Marine. I think if you look to your left, you look to your right, you'll see hundreds of other individuals here just like you. It strikes me that you all have at least one thing in common, and that is simply this. At a time when our nation needs them the most, your loved one stepped forward, volunteered, raised their right hand and said, I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. Well, my friends, that is a level of commitment and selfless sacrifice that you should be inordinately proud of. And quite frankly, it's one that should be celebrated each and every day across this great nation. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for three things, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, thank you for providing your most cherished asset to your United States Marine Corps. Thank you for the upbringing you provided, the basic values you taught them, and the patriotism that you instilled in them that provided them the impetus to want to serve our nation. Secondly, I'd like to thank you for the support you provided your loved one while they were here in recruit training. As most of you know by now, recruit training can be a very challenging and demanding environment, often referred to as 12 weeks of tough love. But I can assure you that your support has been a major factor in their success, and I thank you for that support. And thirdly, I'd like to ask for your continued support as these young men continue along the Marine Corps' entry-level training pipeline and ultimately deploy out across the nation and around the globe to protect and defend our nation's vital interests. I can assure you that your unconditional support in the future will continue to hold them in good stead. Now, when you get your Marine home today, you're going to notice a few changes. They're going to stand a little taller, a little straighter. They're going to be more mature. They're going to be in the best shape of their lives, and they're going to be able to devour any amount of food you set in front of them, and do that probably in about 2 minutes. For you moms out there, I want to give you fair warning. Get your Marine home, then next morning, let's say they jump out of the bed about 5 a.m., and the first thing that they do, without being told, mind you, is to make their bed and ensure their room's inspection ready. I don't want you to be overly alarmed. And one other point that some of you might be interested in, I can assure you that these Marines standing behind me, they leave here with a clear understanding of just where their hips are located But I think more significantly, they know from now on, those hips are the exact location of where they're supposed to wear their trousers. But above all, ladies and gentlemen, you will notice a transformation, and it's a transformation that will last a lifetime. I'd like to just take a brief moment to recognize some individuals that have played an integral part in the transformation that I just spoke about. First, our Marine recruiters, over 6,000 strong, spread out across the nation and at strategic spots around the globe. Recruiters, they're the unsung heroes in our Marine Corps. They're out in our local communities each and every day, representing the Marine Corps and looking for that next young man or woman who might have what it takes to become a United States Marine. Our recruiters sustain us. They are the lifeblood of our Corps, and I thank them this morning for their efforts. The next group I'd like to recognize are those Marines wearing the green campaign cover. They are the legendary Marine Corps drill instructors, and you will not find a more dedicated, professional group of individuals anywhere in the world. What was their leadership, commitment, tough love, and personal example that forged these young men into United States Marines? I'd like to ask that you join me this morning in a round of applause in recognition of their superlative efforts. The last group I'd like to recognize are the wives, family members, and friends of the officers and drill instructors of Company B. Ladies and gentlemen, making Marines is very demanding duty, but to our family members, I simply say this. Your unyielding support has provided the very foundation for the success of this company. I thank you for that support, your many personal sacrifices. I want you to know that you truly do make a difference each and every day.